Hi everyone, I'm Rob Ladd, and this is the Cavalier Sports Report, where we sit down with coaches and players from Johnson County Community College to take an inside look at Cavalier athletics. Today our guest is men's baseball coach Kent Shelley. We're here with Coach Kent Shelley from the Johnson County Community College Cavalier men's baseball team. Coach Kelly, you went 5-1 since we talked to you last week. You scored 70 runs in 6 games. Kind of give us a recap of the week. Who's got those hot bats for you right now?
Well, Rob, we've continued the Express right now. We had our 8-game win streak snapped Thursday with Cali, dropping the first game 7-4, but coming out big in the nightcap 13-11. Offense is definitely carrying us at this point in time. Defensively, we're a good defensive ball club. In fact, at times we can be awfully good. I'd still like to see us play day in and day out a little bit more consistently on defense, but without any question, our offense are carrying it. As you mentioned, we've scored 70 runs in the last 6 games. We've started that win streak. I guess we can call it a win streak now. We're at 3 again. And I told the boys when we had it snapped at 8 that if we could start another one and get another 8-game win streak, that they'd be really happy with where they were at that point in time. So we're 3 games into that, and hopefully we can continue that rolling this week. But swinging the bats for us offensively, we've got 3 guys that are all hitting 400 plus. Leading the way is Harrison Gerber. He's hitting 415 for us in the 2-hole slot. He's one of our runners. When he gets on base, he definitely makes defenses tighten up. He is a threat to steal second and third at any point in time. Ben Millard hitting 406, our right fielder, sophomore. We just couldn't ask more of Ben this year. He's done an outstanding job offensively, probably producing bigger numbers than what I had anticipated. Defensively, he started out very shaky early on, but he has worked very hard at it and has just done an outstanding job for us recently, securing right field, which is a very difficult spot to play for us. So we're very, very happy with Ben's play. And then Davis Morgan, sophomore DH. Davis is seeing a lot more time behind the plate, relieving Sam Stuckey. But Davis is hitting 403, leads the team with 12 home runs, leads the team in RBIs with 54. What's impressive about Davis is he has a on-base percent of well above 450, and his slugging percent is in the 800s. So he's a big-time hitter. He hit a shot Saturday in the first game, a 2-run homer against Allen that might have traveled about 500 feet. It was one of the longest ones of the year. And we've got guys. The other thing impressive, of our starting 9, 8 of our starting 9 position players are hitting .310 or better. So when you're putting up those kind of numbers, you can kick a ball now and then, and it doesn't tend to hurt you. But for us to really become the club that it's going to take to compete and win this conference championship, to win a Region 6 and to get to Grand Junction, we have got to get more consistent defensively, and we've got to shore up our pitching. A couple of our guys need to be able to get deeper in the game. A couple of our starters, we need to be able to get a little bit deeper in the bullpen. So we're only pitching an inning or 2 out of the pen versus 3 or 4. Coach Horner does a fabulous job with those guys. They're working their tails off, and there's no question that we'll get those areas where we want them very soon.
Cali had a chance. You guys are #1 in the conference. Cali is just behind you at #2. Now they're going to take the first part, as they did actually the first time you put them in the season. They take the first half of the doubleheader, just as they did this time. You guys rally back just like you did earlier in the season for the second game, and you managed to maintain that second spot. What are you telling your guys in between games after 2 tough losses to rally back? You score 13 runs in both of those second half wins.
Well, Rob, when you're coaching a veteran club like we are, we're dominated with sophomores, outstanding young men there's not too much that needs to be said. These guys know what they have to do, and the bottom line is win. We were disappointed in our first game. We had some scoring opportunities that we didn't cash in on. We dropped that 7-4. Of course, the kids were enjoying that 8-game winning streak, and we wanted to push it to 9. But when that was snapped, these guys do a great job of throwing the switch. They have short-term memory. We just told them, hey, we just got to go out and do a better job plating runs with 2 outs and men in scoring position. We got to execute at the plate, execute our plan. And I thought we took much better swings at the plate. We executed, we drove in runs, key runs. And the thing about this club, it's beginning to remind me a lot of the 2008 club that got to Grand Junction. Their mentality, they're just now coming into their own. We've noticed that as a coaching staff the last 4 or 5 games. These guys are really starting to believe. They're playing with an intensity that you don't coach. They're a smart group. So it's fun to be around these guys. They know what it's going to take, and they're just going out each and every day. So we were excited to come back and take that game 2 with Cali, so we didn't lose any ground, and that's what you got to do against those good clubs. The other thing that's impressed me about this year's club is so far we've been able to win the games that people deem that we should be able to win, and that's a sign of a good club when you can beat clubs that you're supposed to beat. And so far during the first round we were able to do so, and that's helped us move into first place and continue first place in the Jayhawk Conference. And we're less than 2 weeks away. We're coming down the home stretch, and each and every game becomes very, very important, and this week's no different.
And this week you do have a pretty tough week ahead of you. You mentioned you were beating the teams that you ought to beat, but this week you face Coffeyville, Neosho, and Independence. I mean, almost actually in reverse order. Coffeyville at the end of the week, but those are the 5th, 4th, and 3rd ranked teams in the conference. So, no rest for winners.
No, it's not. And the good news is we've got 2 of those 3 dates at home. We open tomorrow this week at home, hosting Neosho County, club that's offensively can be very explosive. Then we travel Thursday to Independence. They've been knocking off some people. They do a great job down at Indy. And then, of course, Saturday, Coffeyville returns home, and that'll be another big doubleheader for us. But these kids have been able to focus on the task at hand, and right now our total focus is tomorrow, 1 o'clock, when we host the Panthers from Neosho County, and hopefully our offense can continue to roll, and we can get great starts from our pitching, and we can just continue this train down the track.
It was a defensive battle the first time you guys faced Neosho. You lose the first one, I think it was 5-2. You take the second one, you lost it first 5-2, then you take the second one 5-3. What's the matchup going to be like this week?
Well, I don't expect it to be any different. Really, to be honest with you, I felt those were extremely low-scoring games for 2 high-octane offenses, especially playing at their park, which is a hitter's park. The wind was blowing out. I've been down in that place where 15, 18 home runs have been hit in a doubleheader. There were very few home runs hit in that game, and so it did kind of surprise me at the scores were as low as they are. But Coach Murray's been around a long time. He does a nice job down there at Neosho. They got some quality players, and they'll battle us. So we know we're in for a tough battle. We really don't worry about what our opponents do. We're more concerned about what we do each and every day to become a better club. And I have all the confidence in the world in our guys that we are going to be ready, and we'll go out and play great. And that's all you can ask for is an opportunity. And I don't think there'll be any question we'll have opportunities to be in a position to win come tomorrow.
Fantastic. Coach, thanks for joining us this week. We look forward to hearing about it next week, see how you guys do.
Hopefully we'll have some more great news next week with you, Rob.
Absolutely. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.